Hi Virgo, here's a general look at your solar chart for November 2010. And you're still in this very mentally active phase, probably running around more, particularly mentally taking in information, exchanging ideas, perhaps explaining, observing, keeping your ear to the ground. You'll also be intuiting more, absorbing sort of like a sponge as well. Emotions could be nearer the surface. Study and networking are well favored. There'll be more demand on your ability to communicate efficiently what you're feeling in some cases. Also, dealing just with information. But also a chance to be more creatively self-expressive as well. Able to understand concepts clearly, could also put the focus on equipment, learning how to make it work. Also vehicles as well. You'll be coming and going more, like I said, networking or dealing with more paperwork, correspondence. From the 9th, the mental focus will be more internalized. You'll have more than an emotional bias, be more on the level of your emotional guidance, listening to your inner voice, be more concerned maybe about family members, people of your inner circle or within the locality. That's going to be highlighted more then, and that could also be over the wires, of course. Saturn will be rolling through your area of material security for 2+ years, as you may already know. That has you look into the future, taking stock of finances, maybe possessions, physical space, your comfort zone as well. And you'll understand better that you've got to work steadily and consistently to bring about an improved situation on these sorts of basic levels of security. Also be persevering related to health matters for you or for another. And another aspect of this long transit is that you steadily develop your inborn assets, and that's to say your gifts and talents, which can become lucrative and perhaps generate more income for you in the future. So you really do have to be taking the long view here, and don't look for any sort of immediate dramatic change, but just keep plugging away, and you can be very successful there. Mars at the root of your chart may, at the moment, that's just in this month, that may mean that you've got to be more proactive at home or related to a family member or your extended sort of family. Physically, there could be more effort demanded of you here. Could be making changes to the space, moving things around, or maybe you've got to be taking the initiative with family members or those within the community that you call your sort of extended family or tribe. So it is advisable to be taking the lead in some way, coordinating things from home or on behalf of someone that you care about or you're caring for. You may have to juggle home and family commitments with your career-related obligations and get those priorities, sorted out. Also, old emotional issues could rise to the surface at the moment, and things look quite busy in this sort of more private area of your life, particularly between the 19th and the 21st, but really throughout the whole of the month. Fortunately, though, Venus is in this long transit of your communication sector, and that helps you to smooth the path, iron out any differences with others with more ease, or in fact, import a friend is going to help you out there, because there's going to be plenty of support coming from your brothers and sisters, whether they're blood relatives or whether they are just those that you consider to be soul brothers and sisters. Also, Jupiter will encourage you to take a more philosophical view regarding close relationships, and you could find yourself giving advice to others, helping out with their problems, at the same time as they are, giving you hopefully good counsel for your own. Or, with Jupiter there, it's easier for you to get the eagle eye view with your own. Jupiter is there until early next year, providing more opportunity for expansion in your close relationship area. Perhaps you will be making new connections which broaden your horizons in that regard. You could be plunged into a very unfamiliar social environment through somebody you've met. Or if you haven't met them yet, then do cast your nets wide at the moment if you're hunting for that special someone to come into your life. Now, a pre-existing alliance, or maybe it's a business type collaboration, or sort of teacher-student sort of thing, could prove beneficial and begin to grow into something, just develop, something more interesting, something which expands your world in some way, expands your knowledge base, expands your skill set. If you work with the public, or maybe in a you're in a one-to-one situation with someone negotiating, maybe, or maybe somebody is helping you out or you're helping them out, then you could find that you do very well at that, and your name gets passed on. But it has been a bumpy ride for you Virgo people within the close relationship area over the last 6 to 7 years, according to where you're born in the sign. And a change in the balance here for one reason or another. People coming into your life, people going out of your life, people blowing hot and cold, people not being able to make up their minds, and all having a knock-on effect on you. Maybe circumstances beyond their control that's affected, this equilibrium. Existing alliances, which, which have withstood the winds of change, should now be reinventing themselves, as the criteria of Uranus requires transformation. And the dynamics between you may be very different now, whether it's the same you and them or it's a different you and them. You'll have learned and grown through that. And the way you and a significant other operate together will be redesigning itself. Inevitably, it will be redesigning itself while the energy of Uranus is chugging through that area of your chart, and that's going to be finishing early next year. So there's just a little way to go with that now, particularly for you late Virgo people. But it is still being felt throughout the whole of the sign. So this is a time when you shouldn't hesitate, Virgo, to experiment with renewing ways of jointly being or working together with someone. Or if you're seeking a someone, then just be open to the idea of meeting someone by making yourself available through joining a club or an organization or a group, or just mingling more socially. And from the 22nd, there'll be more going on right in your own backyard. And that's it for November. If you know your rising sign, listen to that too. It'll throw another light on what I said here. And I'll see you the next time.